Hello. Hope you guys having a good weekend. Happy Sunday. What's up? What's up? Halloween stuff is upon us. Fucking disgusting dog shit. Stupid idiot. Sells Halloween shit in August. Fuck those people. Alright? It's good. No, it's not, bro. Halloween's at the end of October. Fuck capitalism. Hey, what's up, Titus? Fuck capitalists. Hey, Strippin, how are you? I'm good, man. I'm good. Obviously, I haven't been watching Christmas in July and QVC shit. Actually, my daughter's watching The Nutcracker right now, so checkmate. She's obsessed with ballet recently. We got a ballet lessons booked. What's on the docket today? So we got D&D at 3 Eastern, which is 8 p.m. UK time, 9 p.m. EU time. But until then, we need something to play. I thought about doing Monster Hunter Stories 2. I was gonna do basically like me and Benji want to do the new Cove shit together. I messaged Benji and he's busy today, so we're gonna do it tomorrow. So our choices today are like we can do Final Fantasy for like 3 hours, or probably Guilty Gear. They're like my two choices, I guess. But Guilty Gear might be a dud because the Evo European Finals are happening right now, and I don't know if anyone is gonna watch me play when they can be watching fucking like Leffen in Winners Finals. Congrats again on winning my trivia quiz earlier, dude. I knew it was the ball from Final Fantasy XIV, but I couldn't think of the fucking name. I should have lost, really. I gave people the biggest clue. That was a good little quiz, man. Can you restream and comment Evo while fishing in Final Fantasy? I don't think you could restream Evo, no. If you could restream Evo, I'd do it right now, but I don't think you can. Let's do Final Fantasy XIV, I guess. Tiny paws. I actually have a bunch of shit I can do in Final Fantasy today. How goes UCOP? Good. We're on a little break right now because our main tank is on vacation. But we resume at the end of August. But it's pretty good. We made it to Heaven's Fall, which is like the official halfway point of the encounter. So nice progress. And we've got it all polished up until there, so more or less. Sam, I'm downloading right now the XCOM mod pack. Prepare me. Dude, I know you're downloading it because I saw you type !XCOM when I was offline earlier and grabbed the mod pack. So I knew you were playing it. The only people that do that are people that are ready to suffer. I have to catch up on story, I think. Am I behind? I also want a level Gunbreaker. So that's also something we can do. You're at the start of 5.4. It's up to 5.55, isn't it? Oh yeah, these guys just got married, I think. They had a little wedding. 5.4 to 5.55. Okay, cool. Okay, let's go do the main quest then. Wait, is my gear durability back? Ah, it's because I've been raiding. It's fine. Who gives a fuck? Grill! Greetings, Samara. Come to look in on our friends. Rest assured everyone's quite well. I've been keeping a close eye on them and have satisfied myself that they're all in fine health. Oh, they've just come back, right? So they're resting up. As a matter of fact, they're just about to convene in Dawn's Respite to discuss how best to use their pent-up energy. Let's join them, shall we? Let's join them, shall we? Okay, there we go.
Well, my friends, now that we have all settled back into our bodies, it is time we resumed our duties in earnest. Let us speak of our plans.
Ever since the Emperor's death, it's been one unsettling rumor after another. I've a mind to pay a visit to Garlemald to ascertain the truth of the matter.
A prudent endeavor. 'Tis of the essence that we establish the full extent of the threat, not least if it should prove that Xenos doth indeed orchestrate events from the shadows. In light of which possibility, I shall accompany thee on thy mission. Be assured that thou shalt find me more a help than a hindrance. Thou requirest another to imbue thine ammunition, dost thou not?
Assuming that's settled, there's something I've been meaning to look into as well.
Welcome back, everyone.
This bitch.
Luis.
This bitch.
You're fine now, right? No more headaches or keeling over?
That's right. We're fighting fit and raring to go.
The famous Lys Hext, former scion and hero of the Alamegan resistance.
I don't believe we've met.
Oh god, he's nerding out.
Really? It's so easy to assume that all Archons are acquainted. But then I suppose your fields of expertise are rather different.
Grahatir, at your service. I have read much and more about your exploits, Commander. It is a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance.
Likewise. The others told me all about you.
Do not be so sure. Words scarcely do justice to the vital role he played in our victory in the First. A more dependable comrade one would be hard-pressed to find.
Oh, right. I did glance at the report. But I'd be lying if I said I understood half of it. Well, well, that's a lot to take in. Just to be clear, this means we're not heading for another calamity, does it?
Shorn of their unsundered master's leadership, what Ascians remain shall struggle to see their plans to fruition. And though I would ever advise caution, I believe we may rest easy for a time.
I'll take that as a yes. Even so, I don't know what to make of this business about Hydaelyn and Zodiac being primals.
A difficult truth to bear, yes. But at last we understand the nature of our adversary. And if there are no further calamities, neither will there be rejoinings.
I want to watch, but I don't want to be
Zodiac
spoiled. Then
will
get the
never
fuck
regain his
out.
full strength.
Okay.
Even so, as the oldest and mightiest of primals,
You can watch the VOD once
he
you're caught
remains
up.
a force to be feared. Though his is a power born of the desire for salvation, we have seen the havoc it may wreak.
And is this? This is the story quest, like the latest
ensure
one.
that it is never again brought to bear upon this star.
It just looks like the white one has massive bongos.
What do you mean? Isn't seeing my long-lost comrades reason enough? Alright, there was one other matter. I have a message from the Alliance, and before you ask, yes, it's about the Empire. So, after Emperor Varys' assassination, it seems his cousin Nerva made a bid for the throne. The trouble is, he wasn't the only one with designs on it, and it didn't take long for a civil war to break out. And it's not just in the provinces. Early reports say huge swathes of the Imperial capital have been reduced to rubble. The Alliance will soon convene in Alamigo to decide on a course of action, and we were hoping you'd come along.
Well, as it happens, Urianger and I were just this moment planning a little trip to Garlemald, and we should be grateful for any advice the Alliance can provide on how best to make the most of our visit.
To Alamigo, then.
Back
Why
to
don't you go on
Alamigo,
without
huh?
me? There's something I need to look into.
Back to Alamigo, where it all began.
Oh, forgive
Just kidding,
me.
it didn't
You were
begin.
just telling us. What is it, if I may ask?
I want to find a way to cure the Tempered.
Of course. You think it may be possible to adapt the treatment you use to help those corrupted by the Sin Eaters?
I'm sorry, a cure for tempering? But that would change everything. Alizé, consider yourself uninvited. Go and find us this cure.
Oh shit. Consider yourself
I'll do my
uninvited.
best. I was hoping you might join me. Don't worry if not, though. I won't hold it against you if you'd rather attend a stuffy meeting.
Wait, are we going to be given choice for the first time in the game? Probably not, right? Pepe laugh.
I knew you'd say yes.
Because if I said I like stuffy
I'll come
meetings,
too.
then the other people would have just
You
told me,
don't
no,
mind,
no, this is
that
more
is.
important. You should go.
Mind? I'm sure they would be glad of your company. Pray, enjoy your time together with your hero.
No. That's not... I mean, I simply thought my knowledge might be of some use.
We shall be on our way then. Godspeed.
Sick. Sick nasty. I wanted to go to the meeting too. I kind of wanted to go to the meeting because it was about the Empire. I don't really want to go and find a cure for tempering. You know, it doesn't interest me. I'm a warrior, okay? I know I'm dressed like a floozy, but I'm a warrior. When I started to save Howrick, I thought Gabu was always at the back of my mind, and having proved that the light corrupted are not lost, I'm convinced that the same must be true of the tempered. Similar to those corrupted by the Sin Eaters, the aether of Gabu's soul has been rendered stagnant. And though the root cause is different, perhaps the solution is the same. It's by no means an unreasonable hypothesis, LSA, and it warrants full investigation. If there's even a chance we can save Gabu, we have to try, but however much I'd like to race over to Limsa and set to work, there's no room for recklessness, not when a child's life is at stake. I'm sure Beck Lug would remind us we still know little and less about the soul, and any number of things could go wrong, even if we don't exercise due caution. And so, before attempting anything, we should learn all we possibly can about tempering. There's just one problem. Research into the condition has long since ground to a halt, and the combined work of the many scholars involved doesn't exactly amount to a wealth of knowledge. Not of the modern scholars, perhaps, but what of their ancient counterparts? I know the Allagans took more than passing interest in the subject. And if what we seek is to be found anywhere, it would surely be at the Atherochemical Research Facility. Where they experimented on primals and their worshippers, yes? Good thinking. I've never actually been there myself, but I did read the reports on Alislar, which would mean we need an airship. Azislar. Whoops.
An airship, you say? Maybe at the northern bank of Silverton Lake. I've got a little surprise for you. Oh, and come prepared to travel.
That's Lalafell. That's a Lalafell voice. Tatru's. That's Tatru's real voice. Just so you know. Potato don't deserve that? Oh yes, they fucking do. Oh yes, they fucking do. Hey! Where is it going? Modana? Do you like any potatoes? There are a select few that have earned my respect. Yes. There we go. Now we look a bit cooler. Not Tatsuru? No, not Tatsuru. Maybe Tatsuru.
I give you the Bonanza. I built her as a company project with help from my friends at the Rising Stones.
Tatsuru, this is amazing. We'll be able to fly just about anywhere we want. Our garments are impressive enough, but to build an entire airship, I see the annals do not exaggerate the many talents of the Scion's fabled coin keeper.
I'd also introduce myself as your pilot, except the training didn't go quite as well. But that's alright, because we've hired this capable fellow. The Bonanza is equipped with a full complement of mana cutters, by the way. Feel free to use them to get around Azizla.
I can't keep a straight face when I do the voice. Okay. Alright, we're here. I'll say we're here. Honestly, Sid would be jealous of the way that airship flies. Tattoo has outdone herself. Anyway, here we are at Asisla, and Alphalon's report did not do the scale of this place justice. This appears to be Helix, which means we stand in the Alpha Quadrant. To the east lies the Beta Quadrant, and... Yes, I believe I have my bearings. Though this is my first time on Asisla, I do have some familiarity with the place thanks to the records in the Crystal Tower. Unless I'm mistaken, this path leads to an aetheryte, beyond which there will be an information terminal. I suggest we begin our search. Alright. Can I mount up here? Can we mount? We can mount. And fly. Do I have this aetheryte? Yeah. And here is the terminal. A moment while I search the archives for references to tempering. Hacking. Hacker man. Hacking in. Ah, there we are. Iconic corruption. Indeed. Let us see what this report has to say. I will hold my hand up to the screen. Oh. Confound it. The contents appear to have been deleted. What? No, isn't there something you can do? Not from here, I'm afraid, but it may be that another copy of the report exists elsewhere. The question is, where to look? It says here the copy was written by someone named Owen. It's likely that he kept a copy? I would say it's a distinct possibility. Assuming he was a researcher here, he would have had quarters on the Habisphere. We can ascertain the details at Habisphere Control. Let us return to the Bonanza and avail ourselves of the mana cutters. We will need them to reach our destination. I forgot, you already have a subtle means of transport, don't you? No need to waste time accompanying us back to the ship then. We'll see you at the Habisphere. Alpha Quadrant is the Star Trek? You know what's funny, dude? I've never seen Star Trek. What the fuck? How do I get... Oh no. Let's reveal the map as we fly around. Didn't hear that? I've never seen Star Trek. I saw like a couple episodes and I was like, man, this seems boring. Damn, I didn't know you used to play FF. What the fuck do you mean used to, bro? What does that mean? What do you mean used to? I'm so angry my camera broke. That's fucking bait, right? Return icon. Look, you take a month off and you get a fucking return icon and people start saying used to? Hello? You kidding me, bro? Taking 4 months off and never gotten that icon? I mean, it's optional. So you probably did get offered it and you said no. There, from what I recall of the layout, it should be somewhere in the vicinity of... Warning. An evacuation order is presently in effect. Entry to the Habisphere is not permitted at this time. Foiled again. In all likelihood, the order would have been imposed during the 4th Umbral Calamity, and I doubt that would be lifted in the near future. Energy level critical. Returning to base for recharging. Well, surely there must be some other way to gain access. Force, for example. Oh, we'd resort to that, and I have an idea. Were we to send a surge of energy through yonder control mechanism, it should prompt the system to restart, releasing the locks. As for a suitable energy source, a concentrated lightning shard might suffice. Happily, I seem to recall that they are known to form at points of stagnant aether throughout the continent. You seem to recall? Are you honestly telling me that that was in the records too? Ha! I am. A report sent to the capital mentioned the lightning aspected aether was prone to pooling on the continent, resulting in surges that interfered with equipment. This fucking nerd. A minor detail, I grant you, but in my role as caretaker of the Crystal Tower, there was no such thing as too much Allagan knowledge. Besides, my studies helped me to feel connected to the source, to home. This dude's got, like, hundreds of years of knowledge in his head. Must have explored this city 1,000 times in my mind, but to finally stand here with the two of you, it is more exhilarating than I can well express. Yeah, alright, man, cool. Now then, the lightning shard, if I may. I suggest we split up and search the beta quadrant. Oh, and beware of sprites. They are wont to manifest where the aetherite pools. Now you're just showing off, which makes me think we should make a contest of this. The first to return here with the shard wins. What do you say? Very well. It would be my honor to come third. Fucking good bit, good bit. Okay. Oh, it's over there, but I kind of want to reveal this map and stuff this way. So let's go do that. I want to reveal the whole map and then we'll go back. How long was he alive for in the Crystal Tower? It was like 1,000 years or some shit. $100 years. Man just being locked in a room reading like an infinite amount of books for like 200 years. You're smart as fuck. Do you think you would forget like the first things you read? I mean, he obviously didn't, but... I would. I guess if you like read everything cover to cover multiple times, you would then remember it all, right? Word for word. That's plausible. There we go. Mapping as is law. Okay. A Bunny Boy's out yet? No. Okay, call me when they are out. Okay. I will call you when they are out. Which D&D is your favorite Strippin? It is Godforged. Every Sunday, Joe's the DM. Bunny boys are okay, I guess. I'm in the Lady Hrothgar waiting room. Look, all I'm saying is, why would you want to be a bunny boy when you can be a bunny girl? Alright? Don't at me. Where the fuck? Where is this thing? Uh-huh. Dudes can make compelling arguments. Yeah, she would. Oh, here we go. Well, fuck. Wait, what next? Wait, was that it? Oh, no. Bravo, that was quite the show adventure. Why the spectacle proved so enthralling. I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations. The lightning shot is yours. No dramatic entrance. You've changed. Ugh, you remember that? In my defense, I was caught up in the moment. It isn't every day you meet an honest to God's hero, after all. Wait, he actually got here first and let me win? Fucking god damn it. Well, the contest continues, so you'd better hurry back. But one last thing. I started as a Mikute, and then when Ora came out, I became an Ora, and then when Bunnies came out, I switched to Bunny. Will you switch to Bunny Boy? Absolutely not. I remember you were a Lala last time, right? Nope, never been a Lala. You're misremembering. That never happened. I was a Lala once for a day, and it wasn't my doing, and it was stricken from the record. It was fucked up. What you're saying is it did happen? Someone who had my account info, okay, not naming names, Chillin, leader of the FC, logged into my account, turned me into a Lalafell, and then logged out again. And then when I logged in, I was a Lalafell surrounded by other Lalafells that were cheering at me. And it was a living, breathing, waking nightmare. And all it did was compound my hatred for Lalafells tenfold. And now I can never be friends with one. It was awful. Hell is other people, I agree. So that happened to you? Thank you. What about little JC? I mean, in game, you know, in canon, my character and little JC haven't really interacted that much. In fact, you know, I think Samira Zis thinks that little JC is a little bit full of himself. I'm sure this Owen fellow was very learned, but iconic corruption and overview sounds like a studium thesis. We all had wrote out. Lest you wonder, mine was about combat applications of Aether. I'm nothing if not practical. Alphinaud was more philosophical, of course, political, dare I say. He chose to write a lengthy discourse on our nation's duty to the world. A controversial subject, to say the least. He asserted that Charlian's knowledge should rightly be used to protect all life on the star, in direct opposition to the country's cherished policy of non-intervention. Being a leading member of the Forum, our father was not happy. At the time, of course, Alphinaud was utterly convinced of his views and would cheerfully argue to the death that anyone who saw things differently, by which I mean the rows were long. To be fair to him, though, he's since learned to be a little more open-minded, but deep down he still holds fast to the one belief, and I admire him for it. Lil JC will hear about this. Look, if Lil JC wants to hang out with me more, then maybe we can become friends. There are a lot of fellas in this free company that have earned my respect. Okay, like Jared. A thesis was required to earn my Archon's mark. My peers at the Students of Balsidion convinced me to write one with the promise of unfettered access to forbidden tomes. Though I considered it no more than a means of an end at the time, I will admit it was gratifying to have my efforts acknowledged. Good gods, an Archon's thesis. I shudder to imagine the work involved, but enough about that. Is this the fruit of your foray? Yes, Owen's archive node. It was waiting for me in the chamber. It's a copy of his report still survives. It would be stored in this device. Shall we find out? Jared, Rinbo, and T have my respect. Snack Size also has my respect. They're like the 4 Lalafels where I'm like, okay. Verifying. Authentication complete. Guest identified as member of the royal family. I'm at your most humble service, your highness. It never ceases to amuse me. 'Tis but a pity the effect will not last forever. Doga and Une said as much when they granted me this gift, but until such time as it fades, I shall use it gratefully. Searching. 1 item found. Iconic corruption. An overview. The report is locked by the author. Please state password. Well, go on then, your highness. Tell the nice node the password. Right. Let's see. Glory be to Alag. Long live Emperor Zand. Password incorrect. Please try again. Confound it. Come now, passwords are inevitably short and simple. For instance, password. A notion that the password could be something so insane would laugh were it not dangerously stupid. Furthermore, your conduct in the presence of His Highness is grossly inappropriate. Know your place, handmaiden. What? Did that thing just call me? Wild Rose. Password incorrect. Again, be warned that any further inappropriate behavior in the presence of His Highness will not be tolerated. Alright, let's say we dismantle it manually and extract what we need. Now, let's not be too hasty. A single misstep and we risk losing the report altogether. I believe this may be a task for Sid and his colleagues. If anyone can coax Machina to cooperate, it's them. Come, let us bear the node back to the rising stones. I should probably mention that I have yet to meet Sid since waking up. Rambros did send word to the Ironworks. It appears our friend has been afield on urgent business. Nevertheless, I assure you my proposal to seek his help is no pretext. However, much might I look forward to seeing him again, him and everyone. But come, let us be on our way. Alright, where are we going? Mordana. Revenant's Toll. Bum 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 bum. Wonderful news, Samira. Tatru contacted Sid on our behalf, and he is on his way here. While we wait, I should very much like to hear what transpired at the Alliance Council. Would you be so kind, Krill? Please be voiced. Please.
As you know, the meeting was convened to discuss how best to respond. According to intelligence from amidst the chaos, the Imperial Legions of the province of greatest concern to us is a legion aligned with Lord Nerva. It appears to have received substantial financial backing from House Brutus. Yes, House Brutus!
Brutus, aren't they the ones who took in Yotsuya and Asahi? This bodes well.
Xenos movements meanwhile remain shrouded in mystery. We're hoping that Thancred and Urianger will be able to shed some light on his activities when they return. Until such time as they do, the Allied leaders feel this would be unwise to interfere in the conflict, and so thanks in part to the Imperial withdrawal from Demon, they've decided to turn their attention to the primal problem once more.
Oh, we're lightheaded.
Working with friendly factions among the beast tribes, they hope to reopen dialogue and explore new avenues for peace. Given the time, you can suspect that we should put the rest of the house in order ahead of the decisive clash with the Empire. Whatever their intent is not a problem, easy to solve. The minions to control the efforts, and Alpha don't need to show have been called upon to aid them.
As long as we're dealing with the Tempered, I'm afraid no amount of dialogue will avail us. But if we can develop a treatment for tempering, then anything is possible. Which is why we must succeed.
On that cheery note, why not make yourselves comfortable at Dolan's respite? I'll show Sidon as soon as he arrives.
Even Asmon is more comprehensible. Alright, hold the fuck up. Now I know you're lying. Sid! You want a pizza? No. Forgive us for not coming to see you sooner, my friend. As you may have heard, we've had our hands full. In our defense, you are rather early. I was under the impression you'd be slumbering a while longer. Oh, I would have been, had you not fulfilled your promise. I still struggle with that idea. From where I stand, the secrets of traversing time and space seem exactly as unfathomable as they ever did. But if an alternate version of myself has already laid them bare, I dare say that frees me up to concentrate on other endeavors. Speaking of which, you wanted my help with something. What is it? I'm walking here. Well. Treatment for tempering. And for the next step, you need to find the password to this Allegan's report. Just so, with nary a clue to guide us. We could be here forever and still not guess correctly, and thus we turn to you. Well, I'd love to say that we could help you, so I will. Once suitably configured, a Magitech terminal should make short work of identifying the password. I knew I could rely on you. Now, anticipating that I might be of use, I took the liberty of borrowing a tombstone from Rambros. It contains an Allegan dictionary. Good thinking. I'll transfer the information to the terminal and set it to work right away. Look, one of your kind. Muffins are ready! Ah, looks like it's finished. Let's see. Freedom. The password is freedom. Huh, short and simple, just as I said. Would you care to do the honors, Your Highness? I would, milady. Smirk. Freedom, brother. Hell yeah. Node. Open the report entitled Iconic Corruption and Overview. Password, freedom. Password accepted. Opening report. Obi-Wan Kenobi. This report seeks to provide an overview of the mechanism in which icons create. The phenomenon we call corruption refers to the alteration of the aether of the soul. Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Said aether ordinarily exists in equilibrium, no one element being more prominent than another. When a subject is exposed to the aether of an icon, this changes their soul, taking on the properties of the entity in question. By a way of example, exposure to the aether of a fiend, Sephiroth, would cause a subject's aether to become aligned with the element of earth. As a consequence, the subject would attain heightened affinity with earth-aspected magics, as well as preternatural levels of endurance. Repeated exposure would further enhance these traits, ultimately altering the subject's very flesh. The changes undergone by this subject are not solely attributed to the elemental alignment, however. Further testing has determined that the subject's soul becomes unbrilliantly charged or stagnant during this process. The stagnation of the soul is the effect of diluting the sense of self, rendering the subject vulnerable to the will of the icon, the thoughts of whom come to consume their entire existence. In this manner, do the corrupted become worshippers of the icon, their prayers serving to further empower the entity. Having discerned the mechanism of iconic corruption, my colleagues and I set out to develop a material capable of shielding one from its effects, an endeavor in which we were successful, albeit at great cost. In the course of testing, many of my assistants, good men and women, all fell victim to corruption, and in accordance with protocol, they were summarily put to death. I bet it's the fucking earrings he's wearing or some shit. Subsequently submitted a proposal to investigate potential cures for corruption, but it was rejected, deemed non-essential by Lord Ammon. Though I knew it would be fruitless, I protested the decision, and for my impertinence, I have been stripped of rank and title, and will shortly be expelled from this facility. Ooh, shit. Leffen won Grand Finals? Nice. That's my fucking boy right there. So even the Allegans were able to find a cure, or rather, were not given the chance to do so. One cannot help but wonder what motivated Lord Ammon's decision. More importantly, this confirms that stagnation of the soul is indeed the problem, and Angelo can remedy that. True, yet were simply to reanimate a tempered soul, I fear it would do naught to diminish the individual's fanatical faith. No, we would somehow need to suppress the primal's hold over the subject at the same time, or risk them ever remaining its thrall. If only we could make them remember who they were. But of course, memory transference. The process has the effect of compartmentalizing memories, so it brings them into manageable bundles, if you will. By adapting that technique, it may be possible to achieve selective reanimation. That is, limit the effects to only those memories that existed prior to tempering. Through thus restoring the sense of self, we could theoretically drown out the incitements of false faith, which had come to dominate the individual's thoughts. I see. This theory seems sound, and our experience treating the light corrupted would help us to identify suitable memories for reanimation. But you are confident you can adapt memory transference as required? I seem to recall your attempts to do so while trying to bring us home culminated in literal bloodletting? They did, you're right. Despite my best efforts, I could not recreate the mechanism, and I concede that the rather clumsy compromise I reached would not provide the basis for a cure. Then perhaps it's better that we consider another approach. Your doubts are understandable, but this time I believe we have reason to be confident. You see, nodes such as this were built with the ability to simulate magics, which leads me to believe that it may be capable of performing simulations of the transference technique. If so, we would be able to conduct years' worth of tests within the space of a few days. In theory, it would be no different from how we identified the password. But it would take more calculating power, a lot more. I honestly couldn't say whether our equipment would be up to the task. Tell me, Sid, who do you suppose Owen locked his report behind a password? To keep it from prying eyes, of course. What else? Wait, a password that could be guessed by anyone with leisure, and a dictionary wouldn't keep it from a person minded to look. No, he wanted his report to be seen by those who strive for freedom. Not unlike the members of a certain distinguished engineering collective. I believe their motto was freedom through technology, or some such. You two, round up as many of the magic terminals as you can find and bring them to the workshop.
Right away, Chief!
Things are about to get very busy. Luckily, we've got you to help, eh? Nodders.
Yes, I'll help. I'll help. Because it's a story quest and I have to do it.
Right, while Grad's here and I configure the terminals, I want the rest of you to procure supplies. Namely, ceruleum to fuel the terminals and ice shards to keep them cool. The more we have of both, the better.
Leave the ice shards to me! I'll round up some adventurers and go on a gathering spree!
In that case, I'll trust Samira and Alice with the ceruleum. Here's a promissory note for each of you. Hey, Lady Lamorna, thank you for the sub bomb. That's very kind of you. Appreciate that very much. Take them to the skies to the manufacturer in Ishgard and the ceruleum processing plant in Thanalan. The people there will give you what you need. Yours is a well-known face in the Holy See, I believe. If it's all the same to you, I'll head to Thanalan. Alright, Grahatia. It's you and me, dog. Let's go. The tone of voice sounds like it hurts. It hurts, dude. Yo, Lil Mossy, thanks for the bits. I can't remember what the little Lalafell sound like, so they're all just Toad. Woo! Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba.
You stand in the sky of steel manufacturing. What is it you require? So, you're after ceruleum. In that case, please present the note to our engineer at the airship landing. He should be glad to assist you.
Dude, why does it keep giving me this? Stop giving me returner, bro. Where's the fucking airship again? I'm just gonna use this crystal. Oh. Oh god, where is it? You know, true, I might play if you got well organized inventory. Oh, you mean? Yeah, I'm not true. I mean, huh? Okay. Astro Place. Okay. Did I actually had my FC wife log in and sort my inventory for me and put it on like all my fucking butlers or whatever, and it's still a mess. Bum, bum, bum. Who the fuck this guy?
My friend, after the disappointment of not seeing you in Alamigo, what good fortune to chance upon you here of all places. As you may have heard, the Allied nations are making a renewed effort to address the primal problem. To that end, have I invited the chieftain of the Vanu to Ishgard, that we might together plot a course. Since the war with the Empire appears to be nearing its conclusion, I would also like to call upon Estinian's lance. Alas...
So are they saying that that monster was a human once that got exposed to too much of a summoned mana and turned into that?
Should he happen to do so again, be sure to pass on my regards, won't you?
No? Okay.
But tell me,
they're just bird people?
What business brings you to our fair city this day?
His armor is so cool, dude. I always thought his armor was fucking cool as hell.
A cure for tempering. You never cease to amaze me. Until now, our only hope has been prevention, our every failure irrevocable. But this would rewrite the rules of engagement. It could end the cycle of bloodshed. Very well. You shall have all the ceruleum we can provide, and an airship with which to transport it. In this matter, You may count on Ishgard's full support.
He's a cool character, man. Thank you. It's male only on the Mog Station chat. Sucks. It's not too bad. There's a bunch of good female ones too. Holy shit. Yo, Grahatia's fucking such a good addition to the Scions. He's smart as fuck. Are we playing a D&D? Are you streaming it? I'll be hosting it. I play a Krigven Rune Knight fighter, and Krigven are like a warrior race of bear people. So I play like a giant bear Rune Knight.
Weighed so much. Serves me right for being stubborn, I suppose.
Big angry polar bear.
I should have just done what you
true.
did and accepted help.
I'm trying to.
Good work, you two. This is all we asked for and more.
How do you like Rune Knight? It's fucking so fun, dude. It's really good.
Lord Emmerich, eh? And entirely by chance. Ha! Some people have all the luck.
Wait, I was pretty accurate with his voice. I didn't know how he sounded.
Thanks in no small part to our able assistant.
I literally guessed. That's the first time I've heard Sid's voice.
It's been a while, hero. You seem surprised to see me. Lest you misunderstand, I've no interest in such things as cures for tempering. But if you mean to achieve that which eluded even the storied Allagans, it seemed plain that you would require my expertise. And so it proved. Is that not right, Garland?
Ask Jessie. She was the one who hired you. All I know is you're an employee of the Ironworks now, so you'll bloody well earn your keep.
That wasn't the only reason I agreed to cooperate. I'm reliably informed that Garland and I are destined to unravel the secrets of travel, not only across dimensions, but through time. Doubtless the lion's share of the credit lies with me. 9 paths to Garland's 1. And this research will be a stepping stone to that illustrious achievement.
Very well then. I'll do 1/10 of the work. Just the part that's beyond you.
Good burn, good burn.
Whatever you say, Garland.
By the way, the healing applications of crystal foci proved very useful in getting us to where we are now. I must remember to thank Mikoto. Right. If everyone's ready, let's begin. All appears to be in order. Now, we just have to wait for it to find us our magic. Why not take this opportunity to put your feet up? This may take a while. It's overloading.
She won't last much longer!
We'll have to shut it down.
Wait! We're close. So very close.
Oh.
Well, this is going swimmingly.
Please, a moment longer. I beg you. There.
Oh, Tataru, fuck off.
I was able to memorize the magic before it faded. It still needs to be put to the proof, but I believe we have our cure.
You smart motherfucker.
It's just as well. She'll never run again.
Wedge's voice is so wrong.
The fault is mine.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why are their voices like so normal when they are this fucking big?
It may fall short of dimension hopping, but a cure
They should be on helium.
is not to be sniffed at. This, my friend, is a world-changing discovery. One we're proud to have had a hand in. A few Magitech terminals are a pittance to pay.
Thank you.
Well, we've done what we can. The rest is
Well, their deep voice instead. I would be okay if their voices were like comically deep or just much higher than normal. But the fact that they're normal is so weird. At long last, we have our cure. In theory, at any rate. We cannot be certain until such time as we put it to the proof, but I am quietly confident. Well, if we're to test it on someone, I suggest Gabu. His symptoms are relatively mild. It'll be fine. It'll be fine! Just a misconception of movies that we think little people should have high voices. No, I know it is. I totally get that, dude. You know, my wife is, you know, 5 foot. And she has a normal voice. She's Lalafell-sized. I'm just saying it would be funnier if they had really high voices or really deep voices. I don't understand why Lalafells are in the game if it's not just for comedy. They don't like fit any other purpose. They should be there to be laughed at. The FC leader is a lollipop now, and I can't take him seriously. Wait, I need to get to the upper deck. How do I... Oh, this way. Do you think... I think Clark is probably either Lalafell sized or slightly bigger than a Lalafell now. I used to forget that, like, the rabbits are, like, 7 foot tall. Looks down. This is the moment of truth. I'll have a host bring us to Gabu at once. Okay, let's try. Like 7 to 8 foot tall.
Apologies for the wait.
Chat, think I should message the Square team and ask if I can... Like, all the voices in Final Fantasy are always English. Think I should just message them and ask like, if I can voice, like, a shitty monster or something?
Gabu, have you been good?
Still no change, I'm afraid. He just stands there in silence until we move him.
It's all right now.
Fancy meeting you here.
We came here for a meeting on the subject. Certain pirate factions did not deign to attend, however, and it was cancelled.
We had resigned ourselves to having wasted a journey when we chanced to espy you. Could it be that there has been progress with the treatment? Using Magitech terminals to formulate the solution. I would never have contemplated such an approach.
So this new magic, adapted from memory transference, would be used to purge the subject of their fanatical faith, while Angelo would be responsible for reanimating the ether of their soul. Yet I wonder at the practicalities. If one were to reanimate the soul first, it would only serve to exacerbate the tempering. Conversely, a stagnant soul would not respond to the effects of the magic. Would both need to be performed simultaneously?
Nothing escapes Master Matoya's inquiring eye. As you say, both must be carried out simultaneously. And thus, I propose to imbue Angelo with the tempering treatment in much the same manner as I did the spirit vessels.
I forgot about this fucking pig.
We also spare Graha the trouble of casting spell after spell. It's really rather efficient.
Be that as it may, certain difficulties are unavoidable. The imbuing process will still require no small amount of ether. And, as I can no longer draw upon the Crystal Tower's stores of energy, I will be compelled to rely on those of others.
Well, I, for one, would be glad to assist.
As would I. Since the resumption of our duties, it has been naught but stuffy meetings, and I have ample ether to spare.
Excellent.
He's trying to get that
With your
full
permission,
MP
then,
bar, dude.
Let us begin. Yes, this will do. And now, it's my turn.
Oh shit, dude.
Tis done.
No small amount indeed. Oh.
Well, we seek to go where even the Allagans did not. It was never like to be easy.
It seems pretty fucking easy. You guys just kind of put your hand at him.
The rest is up to you, Alize. The treatment itself will take time and focus, so we will need a quiet room. I'm sure our hosts can spare one. I will go with her. It may be a while before we return, so I would ask for your patience and your faith.
What happened to Grabu again? Did he get, like, enthralled by an icon or some shit?
We'll bring Gabu back. You see if we don't.
Oh yeah, Titan got him, didn't he? I remember.
'Twould seem our part is played. Let us find a place to recuperate while we wait for news.
Whew. Chat, I got mail, dude. Seems as good a spot as any to have a rest.
For years, Eorzea has labored to find a solution to the primal problem, without success. Any hope that tempering could be reversed faded long ago. I myself had given it up as impossible. Given up on the tempered and the light corrupted alike. But Alize refused to give up. She struggled and she struggled. And her efforts were rewarded with a way to bring back Halric. And now countless others may no longer be beyond salvation.
When does D&D start? 8. What's the time?
However much we bicker,
Hour and a
I
half.
have the greatest respect for my sister. Had I half her stubbornness, nay, her unwillingness to accept the status quo, I would be a far better person. A far better scion.
I thought Arcadia was traveling and the D&D was cancelled. 1, who is Arcadia? Do you mean Arcadum? 2, I haven't played an Arcadum game for like 6 months. Final conversation, she's in awe of your work.
She told you of my graduation thesis. How very embarrassing. Nonetheless, it is comforting and not a little surprising to hear that I'm still capable.
My
of
current
being a
DM
better
is called
sister.
Joe Fudge, and he's, I would
On
say,
rare
honestly, probably the
occasions,
best
I'm
DM
not
I've ever
annoying,
had.
that is.
He's fucking amazing. And I wish more people watched the show.
Alize, are you all right?
The treatment. Did it work?
Wait, what if she was also a Titan Thrall? Did it work? Uh-oh.
I'm so glad to see you all. Delighted, happy, glad.
This is what I'm saying, bro. That voice acting. I could definitely get a role in this game, bro. How'd they think that voice fit in that creature? It's a child. It's also a fucking monster.
All this time, my mind was filled with thoughts of Great Father Titan.
Not in a bad way. He should sound a little goblin-y, at least.
Father, always, they were in my heart. Constantly, ever, always.
Speaking of children.
So I tried
Hello?
to focus on their faces. Theirs and yours. Alize's and everyone's. And I found that I could remember one thing, then another, and another.
Your hopes reached Gaboo.
What are you
They
doing?
helped him to hold on.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Hey, don't do that. Don't hit yourself.
So proud
But
of
I
you,
like
Gaboo.
it. It tickled. I couldn't have done it without you, Alize. Can you
Is
help
that
the others too?
your
Heal them,
monster?
help them.
Is that your monster?
Yeah, his name's Gaboo, and he's a nice little friendly monster.
Without wishing to dampen the mood, I feel compelled to
Why
add
is
certain
his name
caveats regarding the
Gaboo?
viability of the treatment for
Gaboo?
injuries.
Yeah.
Why's your name Clarky?
As you know, reversing the effects of tempering demands profuse
Don't
amount
grab
of
that.
ether.
Because
And while
Clarky is
Alize
my
was able to heal
middle
Gaboo
name.
alone, I fear the same will not be true for those who exhibit more advanced symptoms. Moreover, the treatment's effects are limited to the soul. It offers no succor to those whose very flesh has been
them
eaten through
legs down.
prolonged exposure to a primal's influence.
Clarky, shall we go take a bath?
All of which is to
It
say
is. Let's go.
that we cannot save everyone.
It's okay.
Maybe we can't, or maybe we can. No one gave us a hope of saving Gaboo, and yet here we are. We must find a way to treat as many as possible.
Then the next logical step would be to produce a veritable army of Porkses, would it not? Granted, it seemed a simple enough process in the first, but I suspect it will be different here in the source. Not that I am any authority, of course.
Yet there is an authority on familiars to whom we may grudgingly turn. She's stubborn, haughty, eccentric, irascible, laconic, annoying. And her name is Master Matoya, the real one.
Oh, we gotta go see Master the Grandma.
I have to go now, Gaboo. But the people here will look after you, all right? And I promise to come and visit you again soon.
Cute daughter. Thanks, man.
Thank you, Alize. Thank you.
Alright, his voice is growing on me. Just like Naviru growing you. Naviru didn't grow on me. That was Stockholm Syndrome. That's different. What the fuck? This thing... Never his voice was the problem, his existence was. Ugh. It hurt, dude. Uh-oh. I can't fly. You can't fly? Look, I have all the Aetherites. I just haven't done the quests for the last few. Once I finish the story, we'll go around and we'll get flying everywhere, okay? I prefer the scenic... I don't even like flying. I prefer driving. You gotta show your Aether current logs? Where are they? Look, all I have left is to do the quests. All I have left is the quests in every zone, okay? I just have the quests. That's all that's left. Just haven't done the quests, okay? And I totally went around and I found all the Aetherites, and my FC wife did not log in and do it for me. I 100% did it on my own.
Nary a word from you all this time, then you bring every man and his pirogo with you. Did no one teach you any manners, girl?
They were too busy teaching me etherology, Master. Jesting aside, I wanted to be the one to express our gratitude. I am told you spared no effort to sustain our bodies while we were away. And for that, we owe you our lives. Thank you.
FC wife, is that JP or did you guys divorce? Oh, the second he changed into a Lalafell, I filed for divorce.
It wasn't easy to leave, as it happens. Seldom does one have the opportunity to study other worlds, and I would not have minded extending my stay by a handful of years.
And then
Ever the scholar.
he ended up file changing into a bunny, like me.
Civilizations of the first, befriending a tribe known as the Knights Blessed in the process. There she took on the name of Matoya and won the respect of all the children of the forest.
I merely adopted an alias in accordance with the custom of my hosts. Yours just happened to be the first name that came to mind.
You mean to tell me you went gallivanting about using my name and only bother to visit when you need a favor? And don't pretend you don't. I taught you long enough.
Indeed. And devoted pupil that I am, I could not fail to recall my master's sage advice. When the answer eludes you, look to the wisdom of your elders.
You there. Were you going to introduce yourself?
Ah, Graha.
How remiss of me. Grahatia is my name, and I'm proud to call myself a scion.
He's actually older than she is.
I too wish to offer my gratitude for your invaluable aid in sustaining the Archon's bodies, as well as my apologies. It was my inexpert summoning spell which endangered their lives in the first place.
Ah, yes. The one bent on digging up the mysteries of Alag. Old Galaf used to speak of you, and Kryles told me all about your recent exploits. Do you have a bad back or something? At ease, boy. Whatever mess you've made, I'm not in the habit of dwelling on the failings of the younger generation.
You are too kind. I've also heard much and more about you, Master Matoya. 'Tis an honor to finally make your acquaintance.
Well, that's more than enough pleasantries for anyone. Tell me what you want. I haven't got all day.
You literally do have all day. You don't leave this cave. You literally have all day. You have forever.
So that's the way of it. It should be a simple enough matter to make the familiar. The magic, on the other hand.
Ah, that you may leave to me. Being the only one possessed of royal blood, I alone can imbue the subject with the necessary magic.
So I just need to create porxes with the power to stir the soul. Just, I say. Though we're talking about a veritable herd of the little buggers, we'd collapse before we reached double figures. But if I could get a familiar to create the familiars, a mother porxie, as it were.
Oh god. Oh god.
Seems I haven't seen the last of that moldy old hole after all.
What the fuck did she just say? What is she referring to? Someone explain right now. Right off to my workshop then. Okay, that's what she's talking about. Okay. Okay, so we've got to clear out the familiars from her old workshop. The monsters from her old workshop. Is it this? No. Bum 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 bum. The Porksy factory is an innuendo. Wait, how much is left? What am I up to? Well, hey there. Wah, 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 wah. Two bunnies comparing hogs. It's crazy how many new people are getting into the game, dude. A lot came from WoW. Well, it's like it's all a reaction, isn't it? Like the way that the influencer space works is that the second a game picks up traction, everyone jumps on it, right? And you can see it all the time, like Fall Guys, Among Us, like anything that suddenly picks up traction. And so like it was so anticipated that Asmon would play Final Fantasy that then the Final Fantasy like vertical getting viewers makes all the other creators jump on because they're all chasing the bag, right? They're like, hey, I could blow up playing this game, right? This game's getting views right now. And then so everybody jumps ship. And so it just snowballs. And then all these communities start getting into the game. There's tons of new players. In the future, there'll be a really interesting study on the effect that like influencers had on like game economies and stuff. It's so fucking fascinating. Like, this game definitely deserves it, but, like, this can happen. It just, like, Among Us shows you that it can happen to any game. Oh, shit. I don't want to do this with these guys. I'm going to have to... What is it? Matoya's Relict? Hey! Anyone from Matoya's Relict? Give me a whisper or say NFC. Alright. First come, first served. And now it's just doing those things helped itself. Yeah, I mean, Blizzard hitting the big red button and destroying their own company probably helps. Helped a lot of people that were on the fence about playing Final Fantasy make the jump. I think it's also really good to see people that were skeptics of the game because they thought they wouldn't like it, like falling in love with it, like Asmon. Isn't Amazon helping in the MMO scene? Yeah, I mean, New World looks okay. It just looks like it's got absolutely no PvE endgame at all, so it's not going to appeal to the majority of MMO players anyway. It's going to actually appeal to, like, the PvP-centric players. I think New World appeals more to players that don't play MMOs than do play MMOs.
Right. To begin with, I need you to gather a few ingredients. Listen well to what the Pirogos say, or you'll wish you had.
Damn, with that legend weapon, huh? Doing me like that. Really doing me like that, huh, Naira? Don't worry, Sam, we'll get us soon. Yeah. Wait, Azza, who do you play? Oh, you have Eevee? Allow me to assist you with the gap, ribbit. The story scales to your level? Story has a specific level requirement when you do story. Are we supposed to get the fuck away from each other? Yeah. What are we meant to do here? Ah, drain him. I see. Okay, I fucked up. Saved. Bum, bum. Carried? What do you mean carried? What the fuck are you talking about carried? I literally can't do anything in this game without someone saying carried unironically, dude. Whoa, dude, you're doing a dungeon for the first time? Oh my god, did you? Did you nearly mess up that mechanic? You got carried. Oh, the red line is a buff? I see. Well, then I'll buff you too, huh? We'll buff each other. Where's he going? Huh? Okay, I think I picked the wrong one. There we go. Dude, I can't even wear helmets! Oh, it's filling up with water. Wear this one actually. I mean, it's not like class. These little frogs are so helpful, dude. They look just like people. Oh, EDF, dude. When's the new EDF coming out, chat? I'm not talking about that shitty fucking Minecraft one that just dropped. Unless that was the new one, in which case I'm sad. The destination. Alright, who's the next boss? The Kinfire Cauldron. Ragnaros? Okay, we got 2 blue, 2 red furnaces. Oh, I need to click this. Marassi, thank you 36 months. You want to assume that last one was a fan-made one that they improved and helped. Oh, that's actually cool if it was fan-made.
Right then. Let's get this over with. Newborns are wont to be difficult. Sure, who's in charge?
Wait, so she made a Porksy mother, and now I just need to beat the shit out of the Porksy? Mother Porksy. Porcine porcelain. Yeah, this would be a good mount. Just saying. Is there a way to join your... Well, Brothers may look dumb, but they give themselves super fun and nice thing in the game. I don't like the swapping between characters to do abilities and stuff. I liked when you just have a specific character and you focused on them. What I really want to do, is there a way to join the FC? I think the FC recruitment is frozen right now because it's just way too popular. But the best thing to do is join the Discord, keep your eye out, and apply when it opens up. Okay, what now? Oh, I see. I'm good. She's hidden herself. Find her quickly or you'll be in a world of pain. Whoa! Got him. Look up to where the lanterns are. Oh, they're kind of cool. I see nothing? Yeah, I also see nothing. Can be a bit hard to see. Oh, I see it! Right above the lantern. All the little sprites. Little Final Fantasy sprites. That's very cool. Got a little red mage. The white mage. Or black mage, I think.
There we are, quite tame.
Then all that remains is for me to imbue her with the magic. My friends, I'm afraid I must trouble you for your ether once more.
Why doesn't he just ask me? I obviously have more than all of them. Weird question, chat, but couldn't a white mage live forever, in essence?
That should suffice.
Good. Let's set her to work then, shall we? I want to see some corpses. Assuming that is, someone can spare the requisite energy. A mere drop in the ocean for the great sorceress Matoya, I dare say. Excellent. Our very own litter of Angelos. And we can make as many more as we want, simply by providing the Mother Porksy with additional ether.
I will require a moment before I try again.
It's still hard work, but a damn sight more efficient than making them one by one. Thank you, Master Matoya. Everyone, we're a step closer to our goal.
Distributed amongst the allied nations, they should do much to facilitate closer dialogue with the beast tribes. And given their present travails, I believe our friends in Limsa Laminsa should be the first beneficiaries.
Agreed. Though I must leave this errand to you. I doubt my legs will carry me out of the cave, much less to Vilbrand. Thank you for taking the lead in gathering the ingredients. I expect you would benefit from a rest too.
But I didn't even do anything. Why did they not just have a scene where I go, watch out, and then like fucking 14 appear?
I trust you've gained an inkling of how much effort goes into the creation of familiars. Or mayhap you attribute your struggles to old age.
If I said yes, would it persuade you to treat me like an adult?
Not with that pertness, it wouldn't. Anyway, assuming you have no other favors to ask, I shall be leaving.
Okay. Lest you wonder, Master Matoya has returned to her cave with his stola. They're as peas in a pod, are they not? Alright, I'm assuming that's it then. Nana Matoya's relic with a party of MC avatars. Amna's eager to deliver the good tidings to Limsa. Still in 5.4? Oh, cool. Alright then. We press on! Why, Samira, ever welcome sight. Tidings for the Admiral, you say? She's presently receiving guests, but for the Scions, I know she'll make an exception. Follow me. My friends, what brings you here on this day? Is this true? By the Navigator, a cure for tempering. As often as I've been in awe of you, Scions, I would not have thought it possible. And yet it is, Admiral. We have done it. Here in Limsa, and production of more familiars has already begun. You have my thanks. Truly, this would do much to advance the cause of peace, yet I fear it will take more to close the rift twixt man and beastman. Bah, even to speak thus divides us. Welcome as it is, a cure will not guarantee reconciliation, for summoning and the tempered may serve to fuel the conflict. They are but symptoms of it. If we are to resolve the primal problem once and for all, we must address the cause. We must strive for mutual understanding and find a way to leave our bloody past behind. "'Twas I who moved the Alliance renew its push for peace. Since our ancestors came to these shores, some 7 centuries past, we Laminsans have been at odds with those who share our island home. Save for a brief moment of cooperation with the kobolds, our history's been one of nigh constant territorial squabbles. Meanwhile, our struggle with the Sahagin for control over the seas has only grown fiercer, a matter made worse by the thrice-damned calamity driving them to seek new spawning grounds. Dude, their heads are fucked. As that hat, with survival at stake, each had no choice but to fight, and so I dismissed peace as impossible. Impossible is a word coined by the weak, I proclaimed to all who'd listen, and then gave up. You and yours put me to shame. It's a hat, thank God. Since you led us to victory against the Black Wolf, you have achieved the impossible again, and again, and again. And I thought it high time I followed suit, hence my proposal to the Alliance Council. No sooner did I reach out to our neighbours in Vilbrand than my own people sought to thwart me. You speak of the pirates who failed to attend the meeting. Aye. Acting for a friendly faction among the kobolds, we'd intended to seek an audience with a prominent patriarch. But the bloody executioners would not hear of it, and their absence sent a message to the rest. Though they are but one of the three pirate powers, they are the greatest, and any attempt at peace would be founder without them. I'm given to understand that their leader, Captain Hjulfur, has been bedridden for some while with an ailment of the lungs. Correct. In his absence, his right hand leads, a man named Sicard, but recently risen to prominence among their ranks. Save for his disdain for authority, little is known about him. We've invited him to speak with us more than once, but he will not come. I've tasked the Yellowjacks and the Rogues with uncovering his motives, but they've learned naught of any value. Leave it to us. Punch fist. Oh shit, I guessed wrong. No, there we go. We have a nose for the truth. Whatever this Sicard wants, we'll find out. Truly, I'd be much obliged. I shall look forward to hearing what you learn then. Good luck. Okay. By the way, at first step, I suggest we split up and make inquiries around town. Some must know this Sicard. If you could approach the pirates, Samira, the rest of us will seek out merchants and adventurers. Let me at him! What's this little Moogle doing? What you want, little buddy? No, I don't have any of these. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Where have I got to get to? The upper deck? Yeah. Yeah, my character is a max height bunny, so and everyone else is just going to look small. Yeah, I actually designed it to look more like a hare than a rabbit. Because I made it so big. Eh? You all know about Sicard? He's a wily bugger, what he is. Found some clever way to make coin, they say, and traded it for Moonscat's place on old Urthur's side. There was a time we raced the executioners for our pick of the Empire's fleet, but the Garleans are gone and them days with them. Owing to which, we've all of us had to look for other ways to make ends meet. With that jumped up bilge rat Sicard landing the juiciest whatever it may be. Not that we sirens are struggling, mind. We do well enough guarding fishing boats for the fisher packs and other beasties. Get the first pick of the produce for our trouble, see? Quality stuff at a bargain price. This we pass to our sisters as can't sail on account of getting old wounded or with a child and they cook it up and sell it. for a pretty profit. Simple. Oh, I miss the old ways, don't get me wrong. But when I see the girls with their little ones, I think to myself, a life of peace and quiet ain't all that bad. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Apparently, chat, I've been told, apparently, if you add looking to meld materia to your name, it means you want an ERP, and it's what all the girls in like the brothels do next to their name. So we're gonna do this, and we're gonna see what happens, because Limsa is like the ERP central hub. This is just what I was taught. Alright. There's the RP tag, and then there's the melding materia tag. And if you tell people you want to get your materia melded, it means something else entirely. Let me tell you. Curious about Sickard, are ya? As am I, my friend, as am I. Sadly, I know nothing of the man, save that the bloody executioners experienced a marked improvement in their fortunes after his promotion. Quite how he achieved this matter is of some debate. As you know, the thalassocracy permits us to attack only Garlean vessels, yet these have all but vanished from the sea since the Empire turned upon itself. In order to adapt, we Krakens have to take to trading with the East, but the executioners are less forward-looking. I can't imagine they would willingly abandon the old ways. So how, then, are they lining their coffers? Whether they're secret, they're not likely to share it with their rivals, but mayhap you'll have more luck. Okay. Back to Afghano. Is it the off castle? I think so. No, wrong place. Oh, right place? Maybe? I have to go down. Hey babe, want to meld materia? I see everyone has returned. Now, who would like to go first? So, just as the Imperial Prey began to disappear, Sickard turned the executioner's fortunes around with a mysterious new source of income. Whatever it is, it's nothing to scoff at. According to tavern keeper I spoke to, the crew have been indulging themselves as never before. But no amount of drink seems to loosen their tongues as to how they're coming by their coin. For my part, I spoke with a reporter from the Harbour Herald. The publication has been investigating the secret of the executioner's good fortune and making little headway. Plainly, the executioners do not wish the nature of their business to be made public. And I think I may know why. In the course of making inquiries into Hawk's Alley, an interesting fact came to light. Just as the executioners began to enjoy better fortunes, the price of crystal went into sharp decline, a sudden fall in demand, I was told. Curious, I contacted Hurry Boulder, who has been watching the movements of the beast tribes, and my suspicions were proven correct. Despite ever-worsening relations between the beast tribes and the thalassocracy, neither Titan nor Leviathan have made an appearance of late, suggesting that the kobolds and Sahin lack the means with which to summon them. Do you mean to say the executioners are divesting them of their crystals? All indications point to that conclusion, yes. Though we have no hard evidence as yet, we must investigate further. Agreed. So how do we proceed? Oh, I have an idea about that. In fact, I've already taken the liberty of making certain provisions. So the pirates are robbing the tribes of their crystals and selling them. Which is why they don't want peace, because that would ruin their business. I see. One day, I'm gonna learn how to make money in this game. One day. Just craft? I don't know if that is the play. I mean, could I just get like 100 retainers and constantly send them out? I don't know if I want to level a crafter. I don't know if it appeals to me at all to do so. What if I just did gathering and then sold that shit to crafters instead? Wait, if he truly is in league with the Bloody Executioners, he will surely be aware of those allied to the Admiral, and the Scions not least of all. Compared to yours and Samira's, mine is an unfamiliar face. Let me play the role of buyer. Graha is right. Even if you aren't recognized on sight, you look too genteel to be mixing with society's underbelly. Genteel? But very well. I'll leave it to you, Graha.
Got business with me, cat boy?
You're the crystal wholesaler?
That I am, but you're no merchant, so what do you want crystals for?
Don't
look at us, you idiot. You'll give yourself away. Oh, I see. You're a weaponsmith, am I right? And you need crystals to make staffs like that fine specimen you got there.
That's right. I am indeed a weaponsmith, and I use naught but the finest materials. I bid you show me your wares.
Well, we don't invite just anybody to our storehouses. It takes time to establish trust, you understand?
Look, I have a large and urgent commission. If the quality is satisfactory, I will not quibble over the price.
Alright, it's plain that's no ordinary crystal adorning your staff, so I'll make an exception. Come with me.
Idiot. It seems to be working. Let's follow them. They went into that tunnel. Quietly now. Let's go. You won't find any finer, especially not for the price. Indeed, I would expect to pay more than double for such quality. How could they possibly be so cheap? There's nothing unlawful about them, if that's your worry. They're from Ogomoro. Stuff's as pure as it gets. You won't be disappointed. So, how much you pay? Ogomoro, taken from the kobolds. That's enough. Shut your gobs and turn around slowly. I'm Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners. No need to introduce yourselves. We know who you are, scions. And we also know you've been chatting to the Admiral. Got eyes in his everywhere, see? Comes of being the only true pirate crew left in Limsa. So we've established you ain't here to buy crystals. Question is, what are you here for? You are bold to reveal yourself to us without knowing our objective, but that would explain your swift rise to power. You have spoken plain, and so I shall return the favour. We came to learn why the bloody executioners oppose the Admiral's will. And we have our answer. Should Limsa Lominsa make peace with the kobolds, you would lose the source of your newfound wealth. That's right. Just to remind you, though, we ain't breaking any rules here. The law forbids us from attacking any vessel not flying the Imperial flag, but it didn't say nothing about beastmen. Only reason we keep our operation nice and quiet is because we don't want no one taking our business. Wait, just listen to the end, will ya? For what it's worth, I have the highest respect for you and yours, her especially. While the Maelstrom were worrying about dirtying their fancy red clobber, you lot stormed Umgormo and battered Bleeding Titan himself. Raised a mug to you when I heard the news. And now we're following in your footsteps, making sure the beastmen never summon their stinking gods again. Practically your successors we are. When there was still Imperial shits about, we did our bit for Limsa and went after him. But with the Guardians gone, there's no one left to ply our trade on except the beastmen. So let us have that, eh? It's only fair. Contentious though some may find your views, it's true that you have broke no laws. That being so, I see no reason why you should not state your case directly to the Admiral's face, unless the acting captain of the only true pirate crew left in Limsa Lominsa has some other cause to hide in the cave. Well said indeed. Alright, I'll meet with the Admiral. I'll even provide the venue. The Astilicia. I trust she won't turn down the invitation. Concerned face. Is this all 5.4 still? I thought myself the hunter, but it turns out I was prey. A timely reminder that the pirate powers of Limsa are not to be trifled with. But all's well that ends well. Grahatia's timely provocation has the desired effect, and Sicard has agreed to a meeting. Let us hurry back to Limsa Lominsa and pass on his invitation to the Admiral. How long is 5.5? Is it as long as 5.4? I've got 30 minutes till D&D. Probably means I won't be able to do it, right? About the same length? Okay. Maybe we'll do it after D&D then? I'll be down for that. Welcome back, my friends. What's news? So they've been stealing crystals from the kobolds. My thanks for solving the mystery and securing a meeting besides. Suffice to say, I accept Sicard's invitation and would have you join me as my guests. The future of Limsa hangs upon the outcome of this meeting, and I would have the signs present to bear witness.
Look who's come crawling!
Traitor!
You can shove your peace!
Welcome aboard, Admiral. I'll wager you don't remember me. Sicard, acting captain of the bloody executioners at your
I was kind of on point with the voice. Not bad.
It was kind of you to invite us. Now, if Captain Hillfear has a message for me, I bid you speak it.
We have just the one demand. That you forget this bilge about making peace with the Beastmen. Ours is a nation of pirates. Always has been, always will be. Deny us our right to plunder, and you deny who we are.
Too bloody right!
Pirates till we die!
What we want, we take!
Piracy has no place in our future.
What'd she say?
Pirates have no place.
Our nation has prospered through piracy, 'tis true. Yet it is but one part of our long and storied history. Centuries ago, our ancestors led a failed rebellion and were driven from their homes with little more than the shirts on their backs. In fear of their lives, they sailed south until they came to these shores. Finding the land occupied by kobolds, however, they were forced to turn to piracy in order to survive. And survive they did. But not so long ago, when the Empire threatened to crush everything we'd built, we set aside piracy and joined hands with our neighbors. This too was in order to survive. And survive we did. Time after time we fought the Empire, and time after time we won. And through trade with our newfound allies, we prospered more than we ever did through pillaging and plundering. The Empire teeters on the brink of collapse. Ere long, provinces like Wurlit and Bosnia and many others will regain their freedom. When they do, our matchless fleet will lead the world in a new golden age of commerce. The tides favor us, and the ocean beckons with her vast bounty. But if we cling to the old ways, this great ship we call Limsa will trade the boundless seas for a lagoon. Shall we scorn the world's wealth for a plundered pittance then? Or shall we embrace change and thrive, like our ancestors before us? The choice is yours. But if we are to prosper in the coming age, the whole of Vilbrand must become our ship, and a kobold and Sahagin our crewmates.
Rousing words. Might even be some truth in them. But pirating's all we've ever known. And we ain't about to give it up just 'cause you say so. Still, we're all Mincins here and no one wants a war. So where does that leave us? Long before you became Admiral, I heard you was captain of the League of Lost Bastards. That true? If so, you'd know how we pirates settle our differences.
A duel. Very well. As Admiral of Limsa Laminsa, I accept your challenge.
Oh my god, she's gonna fuck him up. You're an idiot, bro. She was captain of the Lost Bastards. She rose to Admiral. Damn, son.
This ain't over! Not till one of us is dead! Finish the job! Or I will!
Is that the captain?
It's the captain! Captain Elfair! Ye fool! 'Twas over afore it began.
I knew he'd be a Bristolian.
Seems the whelps have been yapping while their master was abed. Listen well, all of ye. Since the signing of the Galadian Accord, we all of us have been part of the same crew. The crew of the good ship Limsa Laminsa. At the helm of that ship is the Admiral. And 'tis she who decides where we sail. Was I not clear on that point? Or did you forget whose deck you stand on? Nay? Then what in the seven hells are you playing at?
It's all we know, Captain. If we ain't pirates, what are we?
You're bloody idiots is what ye are. With your own lives ahead of ye. Ye can do anything ye want. Be anything ye want. We're pirates, aye. And we pirates love our loot. But that ain't our first love. Our first love is the sea. The sea! And what she brings us. Freedom!
So hold fast to that. Let the brine-crusted husk that stands before you now be the last of them as knew naught save out of steel. And make of yourselves a new breed of pirate!
Translation chat. He said, let this old man before you be the last example of the old pirates and become a new better pirate.
I saw something in ye, and I still do. You have the makings of a captain. All you lack's the belief. Well now, it seems we're of one mind after all. Apologies for the misunderstanding, Admiral. We're with ye, wherever ye be headed.
You have my thanks, Hilfir.
Kind of wild that like this whole shit went down and he just was in bed and didn't know. Oh, he's actually dying. That's why. Okay, makes sense.
Your choice of dueling pistol did not escape my notice. Good old Annihilator. Ender of many a proud pirate's voyage. Mistbeard's vanished into legend, and it won't be long before I take my rest in the depths. Yet be that as it may, the old ways can only truly die when we've dealt the Empire the telling blow. There'll be stormy seas ahead, no doubt. But I'm trusting ye to steer us through to the other side.
Alright. Though I anticipated a duel, I did not foresee that Hilfir would intervene. I'm full glad that he did. 'Twould have been a shame to kill the boy. Instead, the whelp has learned a valuable lesson and we made peace amongst ourselves. All that remains is to do likewise with our neighbours. Now I need to tell you, hardly any attempt to negotiate with the tribes is doomed to fail unless their minds can first be wrested from the grip of their gods. And so in the meeting we seek to arrange with the kobolds, I would have you free their leader of Titan's influence. Leave it to us. We will open his ears to reason. Yeah, my thanks. Ere we proceed, there is something you should know. Some 50 years passed. When the Sahagin swarmed at our holes in ever greater numbers, Limsa entered into a covenant with the kobolds. To men shall go the bounty of the seas, to kobolds shall go the bounty of the land. An ostensibly equitable arrangement, conspicuously lacking in detail. Aye, inadvertently or not, the wording was ambiguous, and we took advantage of it, moving in to claim the northern reaches of Lanosea, which the kobolds believed theirs. Bloodshed followed, then bloodshed to answer the bloodshed, and on it went, till every ilm of Vilbrand bore the stain of our conflict. This is not history, you understand it. It's the present, fresh and raw. And with their kindred's blood yet on our hands, we will struggle to regain the kobolds' trust, even should we cure their tempered. Admiral, you speak of obstacles like we're to encounter at the meeting, but as things stand, I see no reason why the kobolds would agree to a meeting in the first place. And so we must provide a reason. I will restore their stolen crystals to them and personally deliver the cargo along with my apologies. Bait, they would welcome us into their midst, not to speak of peace, but to have you at their mercy. Aye, and given the wealth of crystals that we will bring, I'll wager they will attempt to summon Titan there and then. Meaning a high priest will need to be present, to whom we could administer the cure. Precisely. He's the fish I would catch, but he will not be alone. Nay, he'll have guards on hand, and they will lay down their lives to protect him. Yet a single death on the Kobold side would jeopardize our chance at peace, and they're my venture founders. Yet it need not. What if we were to employ the Conqueror's Chain? Though we would still have to weaken the Kobolds, it would allow us to subdue them without inflicting lasting harm. The artifact Miss Beard used to take goods in life. Aye, that would serve. Well done, Marshal. You look like a twat, by the way. So, friends, what think of you of our strategy? The effects of tempering are cumulative, and we may safely assume that the High Priest's exposure to primal influence is extensive. It will therefore take a great deal of aether to reverse its effects, not to mention time. Time during which Alice would be defenseless. Even should we look to her protection, I'm not convinced we could keep an entire army of kobolds at bay. Well, I'm happy to take that risk. It's not as if we've any other choice. Besides, it's what Talcine would do, and had I not followed her example, we wouldn't even have a cure for tempering, much less a chance to bring peace to Vilbrand. So I'm going to cure that priest or die trying. I believe in you. I believe in you too. You and everyone. I know you'll keep me safe. It's settled then. See to your preparations and make for Camp Overlook. We'll join you there soon. I might have to Dark Knight this one up. Where are we going? Get in the car, nerds. We're going to kill a god. Which class you playing? I'm playing Dancer right now. Alfred wasn't lying when he said I'd be defenseless. I'm counting on you to give me the time I need. Our sole purpose would be to keep you out of harm's way, so that leaves us to focus on our own task. Indeed, and should you want for Aether, you need only say the word. Gaboo, did you follow us here?
There's something important that I want to say to the High Priestess. Express stay. Please let me come with you.
I'm sorry, but it's too dangerous. I need you to promise me that you'll stay here where it's safe, alright?
No! Fuck off!
My apologies for the wait. It took time, but we've secured our audience. All unfolded as expected. At the mention of my returning their crystals in person, the kobolds suddenly remembered how keen they were to be reconciled. And so, in the glorious spirit of cooperation, we will be received by Patriarch Zardar of the Second Order, who awaits our pleasure in the navel. If you're ready, let's proceed to the Umgamari mines at once. Okay, to the mines. Your mount cannot fly any higher. Okay. Oh, I see. There's a block on the map. Wait, you're an enemy. How do I get the fuck in? Oh, this way? place is confusing as hell, dude. Should he make to summon Titan as I anticipate, we will halt the ceremony and restrain him. After this, all hells will break loose, and we will just have an army of kobolds to entertain until LSA work is done. Just remember, none must die. We must weaken them and let Ironsar do the rest. It's time. Stay the course, my friends. I spy calmer waters beyond this squall. Oh, shit. I gotta do it solo? Is that Gaboo's parents? If so, that's fucked up.
Greetings, Patriarch. I am Merlwib Blufispin, Admiral of Limsa Laminsa. I come before you to offer my sincerest apologies for the many wrongs committed by my people against you and yours.
You were foolish to come here. Stupid, unwise, foolish. The Great Father shall have your souls for your folly.
Aye, just as we thought.
Now, Alize! Quickly!
You don't need to tell me!
Let none pass. We must grant her as much time as we can.
Okay. Bum, 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 bum.
We must protect Alize!
Holy shit, Admiral. We fall. Tempering is too severe. I can't finish the job. So one person's aether alone is not enough.
Just what we need. You're not alone.
bum 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 bum.
More! I need more ether!
Oh,
Just a little more!
bro, what? What's he doing? Oh my god! Bro, don't do it! What's this, man? Please lend me your Aether too. Now you're now you got the big boy Aether, dude. Finished, done, dead for good. Oh no, you don't, Admiral! Made my decision before I came in. No matter what it cost me, Limsa will have peace. Ugh. You'll pay for this, you fucking idiot. Okay. Boom. You dead. Let's go. Bum 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 bum.
Yes!
Shit. Sorry.
Go, Angela!
Did it work?
What? What is the meaning of this?
I'm sorry, but they died by your hand. You sacrificed them to summon Titan.
Such a thing!
They're so fucking ugly, dude.
Would that there were a cure for the victims of the Tempered.
Gabu! What are you doing here?
Patriarch, please listen to me. Hear, heed, listen. The Great Father we have been summoning is false. He only hurts us and those we love. For a long time, his voice filled my mind. It told me to do terrible things. Awful, unspeakable, terrible things.
Sad.
But I didn't give in to it. And you mustn't either. There's been too much pain already. So please, end the suffering.
What have I done?
We share this child's desire, Patriarch. An end to summoning, for it spells naught but misery for both our peoples. For many long years, man and kobold have feuded over territory, pillaging and perishing for the earth beneath our feet. It may be said that we fought to survive, but what we have sown in blood, we have reaped in suffering, and it cannot go on. I would see us set aside the past and work together for peace.
It was wrong of me to hurt my own in the name of the Great Father. Sinful, evil, wrong.
Oh my god, it is actually Dave.
Mean there can be peace between us. Men cannot be trusted. The bounty of the land was to be ours, and yours the bounty of the sea. But you broke the pact. Violated, breached, broke. Unready as we were, what choice had we but to call upon the divine to rid ourselves of your tyranny?
None, and I do not blame you for it. In violation of the spirit, if not the letter of the pact, we took your lands for our own. The fault lies wholly with us. On behalf of all Laminsons, I offer you my humblest apology. I pray you'll find it in your heart to accept it. Yet I know an apology alone will not serve to make things right. So, we will revise the pact to leave no room for doubt. And any who violate it shall face justice, swift and certain.
No, we won't be fooled. Not again.
Dave, come on, man.
Hear me to the end. Fleeting though it was,
Dave,
there
just
was
come
a
around,
time
bro.
when man and kobold abided together in harmony, in cooperation. In those days, your people shared the secrets of smelting. Knowledge which allowed Limsa Lominsa to thrive. Much of what we have, we owe to the kobolds. And so, for the good of all who dwell on this isle, I wish to make you an offer. We will bear your people's wares to every corner of the world, and trade them in your stead. In return, we will bring you the bounty, not only of the sea, but lands both near and far. Whatever you desire, the Navigator as my witness, you shall have it. There will be no more man and beastman, just the crew of the great ship that is Vilbrand. And together, we will share in the wealth of the world, if you'll only accept our hand in friendship.
We want to believe you. We truly do. But we believed you before and you betrayed us. Fooled, deceived, betrayed us.
There are bad men, it's true. But there are also good ones. And the ones before you are the best of them. They were always kind to me. Caring, nice, kind, and I trust them with my life.
Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave. Dave, it's me. Dave, it's me, your boy. Okay? It's me, Sam. Let's trade. Let's be friends.
Before I became Admiral, I was a pirate. I stole. I fought. I stained the sea red with blood. Such is my past, and I dare
Dude,
not
we're late for D&D.
however much I might want to. That is death penalty. The pistol I used to pass judgment on my own sire when he fell thrall to Leviathan and betrayed his comrades. It's loaded. If you were to point it at my head and pull the trigger, I would most assuredly die.
Okay.
Though it isn't much, my life is the single most valuable thing I possess. If it will suffice to atone for past wrongs, take it. A single bullet to annul the old pact, and my blood to write it anew. What comes after, I entrust to this man. My second
Him?
in
He
command.
looks like a fucking clown, dude.
I know that he will do his utmost.
He
for
just
the
wears goggles all the time, even when there's no reason for it. He probably wears them to bed. Calm the fuck. We both know he ain't gonna shoot. Dave, put the gun down, alright? You're not cut out for this life. He shot it in the air, no doubt. He did the point break, yeah. Yeah.
I do not trust you. Not yet.
Oh, Dave!
But Gaboo does. And I will trust him.
We want you to know that we respect your faith. There's nothing wrong with giving thanks to the land which sustains you. But summoning is different. Should you hear of anyone who would attempt it, we ask that you appeal to their better judgment, or failing that, seek our aid. We're always ready to help.
Many and more of my brethren are yet enthralled to the Great Father, just as I was. If you could free them too, I would be grateful. Appreciative, thankful, grateful.
Oh my god. When he says the 3 words, it's just Dave. Did Dave voice this character? We don't... He actually might have. He's a voice actor.
Tis we who should be grateful, Patriarch. I thank you for affording us this chance.
Okay. Cool. All right, we're gonna stop there and raid Dave for D&D, and then I'll pick back up afterwards, right? Shout out to the homies. Thank you very much for hanging out. Oh, we're gonna play some D&D, and then when we come back, we'll do Final Fantasy 5.5. All right. Off to see Joe. Turns out that they're running a bit late anyway, so it's worked out perfectly. Wait, did I say Dave? I meant Joe. We're gonna see Joe. Dave, we are all Dave. There is a bit of Dave in all of us. That's what I meant, you know? Just go watch D&D, okay? I'll see you there. Thank you very much for all the homies in the credits. Claps, claps, claps.